Sometimes, especially as a solo queuer, I mean, Marvel Rivals can be a little difficult for just anyone, all right? So today I done gathered up 5 reasons why I think you might be losing your ranked games, all right? So hopefully you guys will agree with some of these, maybe you guys won't, but if there's anything that I've either missed or anything that you guys want to talk about, let's talk about that down below in the comment section. So if you guys are new, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. We're going to just be doing a whole bunch of Marvel Rivals content over here, and I'm excited, okay? But I had to let you guys know this. Now, this is just from my perspective. With these 5 reasons why I'm going to be giving you in this video, I feel that I could definitely see these being at least one of many or just your only problem why you can't get past your next rank. All right. So the first one that we're going to talk about is one that is near and dear to my heart because it feels like nobody really practices this. All right. The first reason why you might be losing some of your ranked games that you should be winning is solely due to you're not being versatile enough or you're not flexible with your hero selection. It is often that I go into a lobby and people are just kind of just filling in the roles that we don't have. Now, if you're no stranger to Marvel Rivals, you know, even in quick play, instant lock is going to happen for at least 4 characters and it's all going to be DPS characters. We know this by now, all right? In ranked, it seems a little weird just because when I play ranked, because I'm a plat, 1, 2, maybe even a 3 right now, depending on how things have been going. I'm in plat right now. And what I can tell you is that, yes, I'm not far, but I see a lot of people not wanting to play Vanguard. I don't know if it's just because it's a scary role to fill for a team or if nobody just knows how to play Vanguard. But Vanguard is a very important role for any team in Marvel Rivals. Like, a tank or a Vanguard is supposed to create space, and it's essentially the quarterback of a team. Why wouldn't you want to play the quarterback? A lot of people just completely ignore everything else and go for just mindless insta-lock DPS characters or duelists. Like, I just don't get it. But you definitely have to be flexible when it comes to going into a solo queued rank game or a solo queued quick play or whatever, and you look up and 2 of your mains are already taken. So when I say flexibility, I play this game a lot. So I have lorded about 5 different characters. I have Lord on Penny, so that's my Vanguard. I am almost at a Lord on Magneto. And then for the duelist, I lorded, who did I lord? I lord Namor, and I think I'm close to like 3 other lords over there with duelists. And then when you go to strategist, since nobody wants to play strategist in my rank games, I lorded Mantis, I lorded Cloak and Dagger, I lorded Invisible Woman. Like, I have a lot of lords, bro, all right? But you see that I am flexible. I can play different roles for a team. So I think if you increase your flexibility, so if you have to fill in a role, at least you know the character and you can be as efficient as possible. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just make sure that you are versatile and you're learning a lot of these characters. Now we're on to our reason number 2, okay? Reason number 2 is something that I'm still learning, and a lot of people are probably going through the same thing. I realize that sometimes things get toxic, and I do realize that a lot of things get heated when you're playing Marvel Rivals, but the second reason why I think a lot of people are losing ranked games is due to poor communication and strategy. Now, communication is key on this game because you can't just solo carry too many times. I mean, like, this is a team game. This is why you need a duelist or 2. This is why you need 2 strategists. This is why you need a Vanguard or 2 to protect and to move the pace of the game forward, right? So I feel like this is such a team game that if you're not communicating, if it comes to, somebody diving the back line, if you don't communicate that, you will be KO'd about 10 times. Those Spider-Mans, those Venom mains, the Black Panther mains, they are going to be tearing up your back line. So communication is always going to be key, especially with games like this, because you need to know things. And without communication, how are you going to change your Groot ult that you can put a whole team in your Groot ult, and then you can top it off with a Namor ult or a Moon Knight ult, you know what I'm saying? So you can stack your ults together and, you can defend better. It's just so much that goes into communication and also strategy. So yeah. All right. Number 3. Okay, the third reason why I feel a lot of you guys are losing on these ranked games is because you don't have dependable teammates. Now, it is a very cold world out there for solo queuers like me. I don't personally think I am the greatest ever at Marvel Rivals. This is like my first time having like a hero shooter ever on a console or just loaded up anywhere, right? With this being my very first one, I can tell that a lot of people are on the same boat as me, but my teammates have just been so unreliable. I'm telling you, when you play solo, you really got to look at yourself and you got to dig deep, because I don't know what I be saying. I mean, I got teammates that fall off the map. I got teammates that don't know their characters. They're trying new characters and ranked. It's just bad, because there was one experience where I had somebody on my team and I think they were Cloak and Dagger, right? They finished the game maybe like 5-12, right? So of course, what do? I'm already mad. I'm a little toxic. So I go at the end of the game and avoid them as teammate. The very next game, that same player was on the other team. And guess what? That player was a Lord Magic. The very next game, that same player beat me, okay? And with that Magic character, I think they put up like 30 KOs and like 4 deaths. It was stupid. So people are trying new characters and ranked. People are just throwing. People are just unreliable. People get mad, so they DC, they quit, they turn their system off. It is bad, bro. It is bad. So have at least 1 or 2 teammates that you can run with. So if you have a friend or 2, run with them, get to learn the game. Like, you can better coordinate your team, I should say. So yeah, just make it make sense. All right. Get 2 to 3 people that you can go into a game with, and you'll win more games. I promise you that. You will win more games. Now, you will struggle against those teams that have 4, maybe 5, maybe 6 people on a team, but like, you're good. And even if you don't have friends that play the game right now, you can always go in and just start recruiting. Play a game. If somebody snaps off and you like the player that they're, using, go to their profile, look at their career, see what they main. If they have 80 hours at Cloak and Dagger and you're always missing out on a good healer, and the next person that they have in second place is like Thor with 3 hours, that is a Cloak and Dagger main. They main specialist or healer, okay? Pick them up, add them as a friend, and just make your own crew. All right, just make your own crew. So after that, we got to go into our 4th reason why you guys are losing these ranked games. Now, I think this is super important. A lot of people, I get that the game is still new, but a lot of people do not know when to counter and when to switch off of certain heroes. So the point that I'm making for number 4 is poor counters to heroes and ultimates. All right. When you look at these ultimates, we know for strategists, you got Luna, you got Invisible Woman. Some of these ults definitely cancel out some of those attacking ults. So you want to counter these ults to make sure that your team wins the fight every single time. So you want to load up on your ult and you want to go crazy, but it's all about the perfect timing. Now, poor counters to heroes, it's kind of, I would say it's self-explanatory, but let me just explain. All right. You hop into a lobby, You start off as DPS. Let's say you're Squirrel Girl, right? But you notice that there's 2 healers, 1 DPS, and let's say there's 3 tanks, right? That's 6, right? 3 tanks, 1 DPS, and 2 healers. When I automatically see that you have 3 tanks, I'm trying to drop Squirrel Girl for Wolverine. Just knowing the insane damage he does, the higher an opponent's health is, I'm going straight for Wolverine to counter the 3 tanks that they have on the other team. Counters like that just make a little bit of sense, you should always try to take advantage of, because I mean, that is going to land your team in a better spot and give your team a better chance to even be successful in the game. All right. 3 tanks is kind of obnoxious, but it's just an example. Okay. It's just an example. I would definitely run, 2 healers, 1 Wolverine that's actually good at being Wolverine, kidnap, Groot or whatever, whoever the Vanguard is, and you slice and dice and you get them up out the way. You just delete the 3 tanks. And then when they switch, then you have to figure it out. Okay. It's all about reacting in this game. So if somebody comes out with a Storm or an Iron Man, you got to counter it by either a Punisher or a Hela, you know what I'm saying? So like, learn the counters to some of these heroes and I guarantee you will win a lot more games. Okay. So learn counters to heroes, learn what alts counter other alts. So like, the Magneto ult is a good counter for Cloak and Dagger. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to look for what makes sense. All right. The last and final reason that I had to put on this list, on one of the top reasons why you guys are losing ranked games, even me, I lost a lot of ranked games just with this one step alone. Now, this one thing is not using hero team ups. Now, I don't get why people do not like to use these. Now, it's rare. It's rare for me. And what I had to go through, I mean, I've been maybe plat 3, maybe 4 or 5 times because I keep going back and forth and back and forth. Like, it's insane. But hero team ups can literally make or break a team. Like, the one meta right now when it comes to hero team ups is, of course, one that everyone and their grandparents know is Hulk. And then you got the Iron Man, and then you have Strange. I don't know what it is, but any team that runs these 3, it honestly doesn't matter who your other 3 are. If there's 2 healers and 1 DPS, it really doesn't matter because they just become so strong with that gamma power. It is ridiculous. So learn these hero team ups. Like, that's one of my favorite ones. Another one of my favorite ones is Rocket and Punisher. Whenever I have a Punisher on the team, I instantly lock Rocket. Hopefully they're good. Okay. If they're good, then we could cook up something because I'm going to throw the little non-reloader unlimited ammo at you and you just gonna go crazy. 9 times out of 10, if the Punisher is decent, they're going to end the game with at least 30 eliminations. Like that's just easy. Okay. Another good one that I like, because I do have Namor on Lord. Another good one that I like is when people pair my Namor with Luna and vice versa. Whenever I see a Namor, I go straight for Luna because I know how powerful those ice squids are. And I mean, you can even link those 2 up with Jeff. Now everybody's spitting ice. Like it's just crazy. So use more hero team ups. If you're in there and nobody is picking a player that makes sense, that has a team, ability, then you might want to go and learn some of these other players. So just like in our tip 1, you might want to be a little bit more versatile, a little bit more flexible, learn all of these characters so then you can start using the hero team ups, because some of these randoms not going to do it for you. So you got to take the initiative and do it for yourself. Is Marvel Rivals challenging? Yes. And I think solely due to these 5 reasons, you will not rank up as fast as you want. And these can be changed. Honestly, everything that I put on this list can be changed and can be learned through just practice. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you guys got something out of this video. If you got any value out of this video, then please make sure to smash a like on this, okay? This truly helps the channel grow. Smash a like, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell if you want to, just for future notifications and all that other stuff. But yeah, these are my 5. If you have a list of your own, or if there's something that I missed, leave those comments down below. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because these are just what I had to see. Okay, you guys might have a whole different path than what I was challenged with while just trying to climb the ranks of Marvel Rivals. But let me know. Let's start a conversation, and let's try to figure something out. Maybe we'll link up. If you want to add me, please do add me. Right now I am on console. I'm on PlayStation, but soon I do think I want to bring all of my my talents over to the PC side. But we'll discuss that in a future video. But thank you guys so much for watching. And if you have not seen this video that's popping up on your screen right here, then make sure to click on this banger, and I will see you in this video next.